Opposite direction.
Oh.
Opposite direction.
Oh,
like Shiv
very air traffic controller-ish, Bullet.
I wish I dealt with air traffic control this weekend instead of drive everywhere.
Oh, man, Bullet.
Oh.
I don't even... Oh, this is very all in the family-ish.
Yeah. Or Sanford and Son, whichever you prefer.
This is very Sanford. This is the Sanford Son. This is Sanford Son edition, Bullet.
Studio R is closed. Studio A is closed.
So we borrowed the front seat out of the ring truck.
So this
Okay.
is Studio W.
Boy, I love this.
We're not
boy.
rock bottom yet. we're not Studio Z yet.
This
but we're
may
getting
be my
close.
all-time favorite show, Bullet.
Maybe already.
We're awful close, Bullet.
At least you can see the reason why we can't get anywhere anymore.
Forget wrestling. We got wrestling mats.
Yeah, we got wrestling
got padding. If you need padding for carpet, whatever
yes,
you need,
let's just start plugging it right now. Our unofficial sponsor
is Acme, like Roadrunner Coyote. Acme padding.
Yeah, available at highspots.com. Please.
Look at that. That's very Sanford and Sonish.
It's very Sanford.
I know which one I am.
And you're super close to me.
Kind of like this, Bullet.
Yeah, you're happy.
Oh, I like that. Times it's tough, Bullet. You got to put this
tough.
back in the front seat of our car, like Ricky Morton's joke. Remember, he asked that guy with his rain jacket, "Go put it back in your Vega." Remember, there's something. Did you steal that off the seat cover? Okay, here we go, Bullet.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. You hear the claps, you know what time it is. George, how was your last 2 weekends?
I have no idea, Bullet. I'm telling you. But I am very... Bullet, it was lonely without you. I know Cher. I know Sonny was on that North American tour, but Cher was miserable. I'm just telling you that right now. Cher was miserable for about 2 weeks.
Good to know.
But, Bullet, so glad to have you back, Bullet. We're right here. Special Sanford and Son edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. I ain't sure how many episodes were 80 or something.
86.
Maybe 86 this, I think, Bullet. Exactly.
Yeah, 86.
We're so glad everybody's tuned in tonight, folks. This is a great, just finished a great night of training here at Georgia South Training Center, highspots.com. Run everybody out of here so we can do this special Sanford and Son edition here, Bullet. Please do not adjust your TV set. We are sitting this close, okay, Bullet. But very, very important. I want to thank everybody this coming week. They said it couldn't be done, Bullet. Elkin, North Carolina, the famous.
It
went good, Bullet. It went very, very good. If I known I could get that much heat from all these idiots, which I'll be mentioning soon here in just a little bit, about doing an event. And I think the greatest thing about it is we pulled it off with just my students, Bullet. With just my students. They all worked hard. They were there. We trained for 3 hours, Bullet, in that hot building before we ever did the show. Had a good little crowd to come. We had, and the most amazing thing is we had some guys and some girls that performed that had not had a chance to have a match yet, Bullet. So they got an experience of getting claps, signing autographs, buying concession from EWA. So that's always a good thing. So that was just a great, great event, Bullet. The night before that, of course, we was at the Burke County Fair with Burke County boys. Yep. We reunited with all them. Of course, Big Donnie reminded me that he's still $5 champion. I think he is.
Yes.
First thing he said to me, okay. Couldn't get little Donnie to leave Tessa alone, but that's a whole nother story right there.
So I saw he's in a relationship now. We may have some questions that need to be answered.
Oh, but I do got to tell you this. It's a true story, Bullet, that Tessa was reminded that night that little Donnie had a girlfriend.
I saw that on Facebook.
Little Donnie's girlfriend, a very jealous type, reminded everybody that that's her man. So she's
very proud to be little Donnie's.
She's very proud to be little Donnie's main squeeze. Okay, and very Jimmy Garvin precious.
Good for him.
Yeah, there's still hope for me, Bullet. Oh my God! But anyway, Bullet, just had a great time at Burke County Fair. Just always a great time. They're trying to bring wrestling back into that after some wrestler ruined it as usual, Bullet. But had a great event there the night before Burke County Fair. So both events were real good, Bullet. Just glad to be part of that. And again, this week, Bullet, as always. About time, first of the month. Most important thing of this week will be Cher's birthday. My birthday will be September the 7th, Bullet. I want you to know that. 52 years old, if you can believe it, Bullet. 52. I know I look 22, but still, Bullet, I wish myself happy birthday, Bullet, because we won't take another show before then, but want to wish myself a happy birthday. Saturday night before that, we are going to I'll be at Union, back down there for our buddy Derek at the fairgrounds. Another big show down there in Union, South Carolina is where I'll be at. So a lot of stuff going on. Sunday is also my Dallas Cowboys, big kick. A lot of stuff going on. Official
So
NFL
that's why I heard
this
back.
Sunday. That's right, Bullet. And we want to wish you back again, Bullet. You had a great little vacation.
I had 6 vacations at one time because I'm not going to get out any other time.
And I know
They can't bring me back when I'm in Wisconsin somewhere and I have no cell phone reception.
And you milked it like I would have for everything, because once you got back here to the dungeon, you wouldn't want to get back
to the
out
Mall of
anytime
America,
soon.
Field of Dreams.
Oh, did you?
Ate some cheese in Wisconsin, all kinds.
Man, so I'm just so glad that you and Miss Boyd had a great time, and y'all are back now and getting things back to normal, if it's ever normal around here. So with all that being said,
definitely
Bullet,
not all this padding behind us.
all padding everywhere. Bullet, padding everywhere will soon be.
I think it's less normal now.
Well, you know what?
I think if I left for another 2 weeks, it'd be even less normal.
There'd be a ring gone by then. I think what we're going to start doing, Bullet, I think the catch is just tell everybody that this is going to be the last episode, so they'll all tune in. Then, of course, we do another episode.
Much like my strategy when I was at a show in Wisconsin, nobody was buying anything. I decided to pack up because there's always some idiot that comes up and buys something when you're packing up. And sure enough, I made 2 sales when I started pretending
It's
like I was
either
packing
that
up.
or can I get a picture?
Yeah,
You've been there for like 3.5 hours already. It happened to us in Burke County. You're getting ready to leave. You're hot, sweaty, ready to go, Bullet, and they asked you, can I get a picture?
Yeah, so if you ever see me packing up at a show, packing up all the gimmicks, I'm not really leaving. I'm just trying to get drum up some more sales.
Well, Bullet, with all that being said, of course, this is my very special time here in the Sanford & Son edition for our Idiot Bag. Bullet,
Well, since
okay?
Sanford & Son work at like a scrapyard,
Oh, I love
trashy,
that.
in honor of that.
Bullet, you can't leave me. I feel like you're going off a vacation. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect, Bullet. This is perfect
The idiot
for the
trash
idiot,
can.
the idiot trash can, Bullet. I love that.
It's been 2 weeks.
Oh, we got double it.
We've got double the size, so I got a double hefty bag
we
here.
need it. And these are available for purchase at all highspots.com.
As well as some ring padding, please. Please buy some ring padding.
If you ain't got a ring, we got ring padding.
It worked great as a sleeping mat for my camping trip.
Oh, I love that.
No lie, if you want to do some extra camping here in the fall, we've got plenty of mats that can be converted to any tent size that you prefer, folks.
For you husbands that have to sleep out on a porch, why do it on plywood?
Exactly. We got more than enough padding
When we
just
got
behind us right
padding
here.
for you. Bullet, everybody knows that I was so proud of my show this past week.
Yes.
That with just my students that we pulled it off, and I didn't need anybody but my group, Bullet. You know what? We went there and pulled it off. Bullet did a great show. And then, of course, I'd already heard some bull crap and stuff before about how George South can't do this, his guys, and all this kind of stuff. And I just did it. And what made me even more prouder is we pulled this thing off, and it was fun. I mean, I've had fans text me and email me since and said they had a great time, Bullet. There was no pressure.
It reminds me of the old Mooresville shows.
Me too.
From
Bullet.
what you were describing as the old Mooresville shows.
That's exactly what it was.
That's where me, Charlie Dreamer, Chris Guerrero, Bobby Houston,
all of them. That's right.
All those guys, and even like we'd have the guest appearance. I think even Casey McKnight, who was
That's exactly
now
right.
Scott Dawson, would make an appearance.
That's exactly
we even
right.
had some guys from the Midwest make appearances there. We've had a lot of people come through. Actually, some decent Brad
That's
Thomas.
exactly right.
We've held some Ivan Koloff benefits and
That's
stuff
exactly
like that. We've
right.
had some really good stuff in Mooresville, and it was all those just little shows where it's
I
just
love
your
that.
crew just coming in, doing a show, and just do it, get it done, get out, get some ring time,
That's
wrestle
exactly
for the
right.
people. That's all it's about.
And like me and you always joke about it, and it's close to home. We kind of like that. As much as we travel and stuff like that, just an added. But I went to Elk and done this thing. Was so proud of everybody. I was so proud of Tessa that. We went out there and we went 50 minutes. A lot of people say, ain't no way y'all went 50 minutes. And just little things. Instead of trying to lift anybody up, people, as we know, want to tear everything down. And so I've already heard it this past week about how it didn't make a bit of sense. What do I ever do that makes sense, Bullet? You understand that? And what's so comical about all the feedback and stuff like that, I had a lot of good negative feedback. And this is what I'm getting at before I throw them in the idiot bag. The people that I respect in this business, like Terry Taylor and Les Thatcher and guys that have really, really meant a lot to me that did something, have already commented on it and they've heard about it and they just thought it was the greatest thing in the world to give the guy, everybody, and Tess included, an opportunity to do that. Okay,
let's back up here a little bit. 'Cause I'm a little confused. What are people so mad about?
Well, first of all, that I went 50 minutes with a woman. That was one
Okay,
guy's
so because you wrestle a woman.
Yeah,
now,
yes.
now, it's funny that you say that. You know what the most fashionable thing is right now is wrestling a woman. You look at Candice LeRae. She's the most over thing right now in PWG. You know, she's going to launch her career that way. And Joey Ryan, a guy who was on TNA, he was kind of bummed out the way TNA treated him.
Yeah.
He started tag teaming with Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
Now people are clamoring to book them in the Midwest,
that's exactly right.
Europe, and all these other places. And it's revitalized this guy's career to tag with a woman against other men.
That's exactly
and
right.
the Young Bucks. And it's funny that you bring this up. Joey
I
Ryan.
love this bullet.
Joey Ryan put this on his Twitter account. The Young Bucks, the hottest team in all the land as we speak right now.
Right.
They're wrestling in the Tokyo Dome in front of thousands of people. And Nick Jackson got pinned by Candice LeRae.
Oh, I love that.
And had no problem doing it, had no discussion, wasn't
No
even
problem.
asked, probably even suggested himself.
Yeah.
So the business has changed. I'm trying to find a girl to wrestle to revitalize my career because I'm in dire straits right now. I like Joey Ryan's business model. That's fine. I would love to copy that right now. So anybody that has a disagreement with that, I think that's one of the big trends in this business, and I don't have a problem.
I think so too. And and of course my answer to everybody this past week, and like I said, the people that I respect, the Ted DiBiase's and people that they've already heard about it and commented on it, and was just impressive that, first of all, this old man at 52 years old could still try to go out there and go 50 minutes. But what was so amazing about it is I didn't even let, not just Tessa, but none of my guys knew anything. They didn't know Bullet, till 2 minutes they were going to the ring, who they were going to work with. It was a real good old-fashioned show. And my hat is off to Tessa and how hard she worked for me. We both were tired, and it was very hot. And we're talking about an old Armory, Bullet. We're not talking about an air-conditioned.
And that's what those Armory shows were about.
That's exactly right, buddy.
Going out there, they can go in 15 minutes, and George South gets in the microphone and says a pinfall doesn't count until after 45 minutes.
That's exactly right. So you do all the finishes you want before 45 minutes.
You can do all of it. They don't count.
No, I don't count.
They don't count.
That's exactly right. So who I'm putting in the idiot bag, and I've heard it, is, there's one particular group that's up in Mount Airy, of course, that, they do 5 or 6 cage matches in one show, and none of them guys have a clue what they're doing. That's basically the group I'm throwing in. But here's my reply, and it kind of shut everybody up this week. Bullet, when I call a spot and it's done right, it doesn't matter who does it. You understand? It can be a midget. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if it's a woman. It doesn't matter if it's a man.
Well, nobody's complaining about this if you wrestle a 115-pound guy.
That's exactly right.
That's what I understand the difference is. And if you want to talk about logistics, like I'm not going to get in the octagon with Ronda Rousey. That's as simple as that. Okay? I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Now, but there are a lot of probably 150, 130-pound dudes I might want to fight, but not Ronda Rousey.
Right.
So
that's exactly right.
That's how I look at it too. Nobody's having this discussion if you're wrestling a 115-pound guy.
That's exactly right.
Nobody's having this discussion.
And I will stick by my guns that Tessa did an unbelievable job. I mean, what nobody don't understand, Bullet, and bless her heart, is she had to put up with me for almost 50 minutes. And what a tremendous learning experience for both of us. I mean, and even me and even you, Bullet, to be able to go in there and lead them, you like to be reminded that you can still do a little something, Bullet. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just very proud of her. So who I'm throwing in the idiot bag this week, we can do a whole discussion on this, is that everybody, and who the ones I ain't even found out yet that may have something negative to say about that particular event. It's like my buddy Tracy Meyer said this week, who came and had a great time. His son had a great time. Tracy said, how can anybody find anything wrong with this event? You're giving something back to your students, Bullet. How can but there are some that do. Yeah. So who I'm throwing in is the whole operation, the whole Mount Airy group, everybody else. And this is the thing, I'm going to shut up, Bullet. Even one of my friends was talking to me about it this week, and they come up and said that they were going to take up for me, Bullet, when they saw all this. And he even said, George, I don't understand. He says, why don't people talk about the good stuff you do? And I said, no, hold on, what do you mean? This wasn't like what I did was bad. You understand what I'm saying, Bullet? So I actually yelled at my friend and said, no, what? Stop. I know what you mean, but I ain't done nothing bad. Don't say, let's talk about the good stuff George has done. I said, please.
Let's just move on to the next one.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, with all this being said, there is a new EWA World Heavyweight Champion, Tessa Blanchard. It's all over the world right now, already in Japan, and that is because she earned that, Bullet. She earned it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. it's worth it to put up with me for 50 minutes, as you know, as you have just did for 20 minutes, Bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we'll present you with a belt next week. So to
Please
everybody,
do. That's one of my last careers. This whole
well, it's like you told the Bavaro brothers, you got to visit the Sportatorium, you got to wrestle at Madison Square Garden, and you got to get yelled at by George South.
Yes, exactly.
Before you call it quits. So thank you, Bullet. Basically every wrestler, every outlaw guy that ain't one of our students we're putting in the idiot bag. Anybody's got a comment, a negative comment on my George South student show in Elkin, North Carolina, and any decisions I made, we put them in the idiot bag. The special Wendy's edition idiot bag, Bullet, okay?
Trash can edition.
Trash can edition. Fred and Sanford.
Oh, that's heavy with all those idiots, George.
Thank you.
So many idiots in there. So many idiots.
And that's the whole thing. And here's my thing, Bullet, and I'm going to sum this up. We're getting out of here. If I like to say, go do it better. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like the way George does stuff, keep your mouth shut. I mean, honestly, you don't have to come.
Listen, Georgia, you're following the trends right now. Like I said, PWG is the hottest thing going today, and Candice LeRae is one of the hottest baby faces. And she is their tag team champion.
I love that.
And she is a tag team champion other places.
Hey, you do know that when we did the very first without a mat show, they started popping up several places. We may have started something here, Bullet. But anyway, thank you, Bullet. So glad to have you back. Great week this week. Go headed to Union. I want to plug real quick. Well, we'll be back on the air next Tuesday, of course, but next Wednesday, Friendship Baptist Church right here in Concord, my church, getting ready to go into Bible school, but we're bringing the wrestling ring in there, Bullet, again, and just going to put on a great show.
We got a lot of good shows
we
coming
sure
up.
do. We've got a lot of stuff coming on. So thank you, Bullet. Got a lot of padding, too. buy some padding, you get a book.
There's no excuse for us to just wrestle on the grass anymore.
Oh, no.
We at least got some pads.
Please enjoy it without the mat, because that'll never happen again.
Because we at least have a mat.
The next show's going to be Too Much Mat, Volume 1, okay? Thank you, Bullet.
Well, also on a side note, all this padding we've actually turned into packing material. So if you do order this book from highspots.com, you may get some of this padding that's behind you as packing material.
Thank you,
thank you once again. Just a reminder that George South book is available at highspots.com, as well as a bunch of ring padding if you need it.
I love that. A lot of padding, Bullet. Thank you, buddy. Good job, buddy. You're like me. When I pulled up last Tuesday and couldn't get in the parking lot, I thought, man, what in the world has just happened?